blame the Cavs frog. And let's just get this off the chest right now. Tatum is a good player. You know, last year we lost Garland, and we lost his jaw in Boston. And tonight, Tatum, a forearm, a shoulder blade right into Mitchell. I mean, I guess because it's Boston, they don't fucking call fouls like that. Tonight, Garland just didn't have it. Tonight, the Cavs finally gave up way too many threes. 12 shot difference in three-pointers tonight. It happens. The Cavs, though, fought. I thought George Niang played well in this game. I really liked the job Mobley did in the second half. Mobley was great in the third quarter, 14 points. Allen did a nice job at the top of the fourth quarter. Mitchell finally made some shots late. If Garland hits a few of those shots, we have Okoro, we have Dean Wade, we have LeVert, I get the feeling this game flips. Not scared of Boston at all. What this taught me is this. They're going to have to really tighten up what they're going to do down the stretch next time when they play them. And have Okoro on Tatum, have Okoro on Jaylen Brown, or have Dean Wade on Brown. They're going to have to do that late in these games. Those are the things that I saw. They didn't play that badly for a night where they were just off from three-point range. Can't be mad. I agree with you about that, too. New win streak starts. If we have Okoro, different game. I think Okoro, and I also think Dean Wade. But I'm going to say this again. That Tatum shot, that's bullshit. Boston gets away with this crap all the time. It's bleeding from his mouth. Good game. Needed Garland. Was his night. Agreed. Cole, every shot Boston made or missed, they were just crying for a foul. Yes, they're crybabies. But they were crying for a foul tonight. They were. Darius is just not. Oh, Blake, I don't agree with you at all. Darius Garland's had a wonderful season. He finally had an off night. And our players need to start acting like babies with these injuries. A-Train, I don't agree with that comment either. It's early in the season. Wade had a walking boot. Okoro has an injury. LeVert's been battling knee stuff all year. And Strus has been out. They'll all be back soon, though. As will Porzingis for the Celtics. Not afraid of the Celtics. Tonight, the Cavs shit the bed in the second quarter. They looked terrible. Tatum was doing Harlem Globetrotter tricks. And yet, here they were. If Garland hits a few more shots, Cavs win this game. 2 Mitchell missed free throws, put this game out of reach. Last possession. You can do that too, I guess. Not a bad loss. I agree with you. Marie girl, good to see you. Could use a tall D. Well, again, AJK. You got Dean Wade. Much different story. Good to see you. Bella, refs love the Celtics. They do love the Celtics. In this game though, there was some. It evened out towards the end of the game, but first quarter, second quarter felt like it was an onslaught of Boston chata. Hey, Boston agreed. Need an elite wing. B. Cato, you can't get everything. I hear you. It'd be great. They need an elite wing, sure, but it's probably not going to happen. This is probably the team we got. Lose to Boston again. Let's get it. Stan. I fucking hate the Celtics, Annie. So do I, Popester. That was a dirty hit by Tatum. I mean, a shoulder blade right in to Mitchell. They don't even talk about it. Still 15-1. Jay Dizzle. To hell with these goddamn TNT announcers. How much Boston? Dick, can you suck? Jay Dizzle, there was a lot of love for the Celtics in this game. Can you imagine when Porzingis is going to come back? All that to be said, I did like both announcers in this game. But there was definitely some French kissing of the East Coast. Second, third quarters. Realistically bound to happen. Yes, they couldn't defend a three with Bickerstaff, and tonight was a horrible flashback. TMC 84. The Cavs have to leak oil in one or two areas. Every team's got their area where they leak oil. They do not defend the three well. To be truthful, I felt like in this game, if Garland makes a few more shots, Cavs win. A couple of shots didn't bounce their way. I don't know. I mean, you can get on a three-pointer, elite wing, all that's true, but geez, I mean, we were pretty close to winning the game. Boston's so dirty in every sport. Garland, gone to death. Oh my gosh. Thompson, I'm not even. He's having a great year. Garland's having a great year. He had a bad night. Happens. How is Tatum allowed to push off every time? Philip, I agree with you. They did give some fouls to Tatum towards the fourth quarter, which was good. He pushes off a lot, though. Garland, a good sport for taking the clothesline to the neck. Oh my gosh. Truthfully. We're not overreacting tonight. Cavs compete their ass off. They really did tonight. Ryan, what a dirty play by Jason Tatum. Totally. Shoulder blade. Jaylen Brown had an off night. I don't know what Garland had. Garland, God, what was he? 3 for 22? 4 for 20? I mean, it was bad. He missed over, I mean, not good. But it happens, though. Boston barely scraped by without 4 of our key players. Joey, that's what I said. I agree. Rob Lowe, Celtics don't scare me. I agree with you. Good to see you, Rob. Again, I think if everybody healthy, even Porzingis healthy for the Celtics, I like the Cavs. That's what I learned in this game tonight. Yes, Darius had an off night, but do you believe the Celtics are at all in his head? No, I don't. One chance live. Good to see you, brother. Tatum clears himself with every arm. Yes, he does. This Garland thing is an overreaction. Happens all the time. I don't agree with you guys. Garland's played really well this year. We got to lay off Garland. Now, if Garland has multiple more bad games, come back and we'll talk about it. One bad night in Boston Celtics land? You got to give the guy a break. What a start. Agree with you, Tatum. Big comeback, though. We would have been a little stronger second quarter. Agree with you. They lost. And that's typical Celtics Cavs. If you watch these games, usually the second quarter, the Celtics close strong. They did again tonight. Enjoy the game, Thompson. They should beat the Pelicans. We don't have a Tatum. Well, of course, no. But they don't have a Mobley. They don't have a Jared Allen, to be truthful. Nor a Mitchell. I mean, again, you can't... I mean, I get it, yes, but you can't have everything. This team completely different this year. I agree with you, Jay Dizzle. I agree with you. Good to see you, Jay Dizzle. I miss you, man. Boston players, an asshole to Sam Maynard. Can we still win the NBA Cup? Yes! Everybody should have... If they beat the Hawks, everybody will have a loss. If Garland even plays decent basketball, we win. He played decent basketball. He just needed to hit shots. If we have a good coach now, he'll make adjustments. Brett, I agree with you. I would enjoy the game. One chance live. Good to see you, man. Celtics get 22 threes. They won't do that every night. No, they won't. And the Cavs, Darius Garland's going to make more shots. Again, Darius Garland hits a few more of those shots. Cavs win. Good to see you. One chance live. Kyrak. Last year's team would have given up after being down 21. I'll just say this. Last year's team, I don't know if they would have been able to get over the hurdle of the Celtics in the playoffs. I think this Cavs team can. I really do. Good to see you, Jeff. At least they cover the spread. I had them straight up, by the way. I was going to win some good coffee money. Why was Garland at the game at the end? He's one of their best players, RJ. Just because he doesn't shoot well doesn't mean he should not be in the game. Cavs haven't lost to a non-Boston team in 22 games, Tomster. Well done. Well done, Tomster. These refs were horrible. I actually thought that they had some goofy moments, but I've seen worse this year, Tyler. I'm going to repeat that. I've seen worse this year. The refs had some moments that drove me crazy, but there's been worse. This team is connected this year and playing with renewed energy and spirit. I agree with Jay Dizzle. The Tatum push-off in the third, he did, yes. Cavaliers will beat the Celtics next meeting. I agree, actually. I agree. It's sad they didn't even try to review the hit on Mitchell. I thought the same thing. Let it off the top with it. We literally had 4 players out tonight. I mean, Tristan, I agree. What can you say? We'll bounce back tomorrow. I agree. Celtics are the team to beat. They are. They're the champs. It's fair to say. And I like that. I like when Cleveland's the underdog. They're definitely the underdog to the Celtics right now, which is good. Should have sacked Garland. Oh, my gosh, Tyler. I don't agree with you at all. No Crow, no Levert, no Dean Wade. Tattoo Studio. In a horrible game by Garland. Cavs are outstanding team. Agree with you. Those refs were atrocious down the stretch. They were goofy. They had some bad moments. Cavs got some calls, too. I thought it was actually more split down the stretch, but I hear you. Look, these refs weren't great. I'm telling you. Seen worse this year in the NBA. Regular season doesn't matter. Want to see Garland shine. Agree with you. Tatum and Mahomes. The NBA. CPG. I actually thought Porter Jr. played really well, AD, and I agree. Porter Jr. was very good in this game. And again, George Niang, I'll be forgotten. I liked what he played like in the third quarter. He kept the tempo going. He played hard. He's a gnat to Tatum. He frustrated Tatum at times. But actually, it was Niang pushing the ball, speeding up the tempo, which was good. Yes, Thompson agreed. I would get off people who are getting hard on Garland. I'm not worried at all, man. We fought back. I agree with you, Tristan. Last season left. It's NBA people. Guys are going to have off nights. Agreed. any professional sport's going to happen. Cavs need a true backup forward. I mean, there probably is someone that they could look. Now, I do agree with you about that, like a true backup, like power forward. I agree with you about that. Someone with some size. Now, that I agree with. Boston couldn't do that in a 7-game series. I agree with you, Nike. And again, Garland's a couple shots. He won the game. In big games, he does this every year. Can't be too hard on Garland. Oberillos, I've been saying that. I agree. Browns was cheating versus Cavs. Thought you were going to the game tonight. BKdo, I had some stuff come up. I had to deal with some family. I had a family emergency today, so I couldn't go. I had to deal with something early this afternoon. It was refreshing to have a good third quarter. Agreed with you. Can't go down 18 to the champs. Agree with you. Tatum has the ring. Mitchell doesn't have one. Okay, BKdo, thank you. Jeez, BKdo, come on, man. They actually almost won this game. Garland should have never been benched. He's been phenomenal this year, Tristan. I said the same thing. Agree with you. Tell the truth, Andy. Have you ever seen a better... Oh, my God. Jay Diz, I'll see you in the draft, buddy. I'll say this. You're a kitty cat. Probably going to finish with a better record. Poor Browns. And let me just say this. There's a lot of reasons why to hate Pitt, hate Steelers. They took out our best player on offense last year, Nick Chubb. Time to get some fucking revenge. Hate the Steelers. They changed Nick Chubb's career. Play hard. Win a game for Chubb. Garland almost had no turnovers tonight. Agree with you. Played really well. It would have stayed a blowout Bickerson if I was coaching. I think Atkinson's doing a great job. To your point, moral story, do not overanalyze this. Neil Schwartz. Neil, good to see you, man. Agree with you about that. Reaction to Vogt. Good for Vogt. He deserves it. He had a great rookie year. I mean, Vogt could not have done more. He's going to have a lot more pressure to win next year. There's going to be expectations, especially if the Guardians get their starting pitching figured out. Might be a better loss in the long run. D. Blair, I'm not going to say better losses, but they competed hard. I don't believe in good losses. Good to see you, D. Blair. Don't celebrate good losses. It's a bad habit. Bad habit. For one example, Charlie Weiss celebrated a loss over USC. The Irish have never been the same. Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, LeVert, and Garland in that order for the best players. No, Garland's better than LeVert. I think Garland's better than Allen, to be honest with you. Mitchell, Mobley, Garland. Other than the Knicks, we hadn't really played. But again, that's not true either. We played the Warriors. They played the Lakers. They're 2-3 in the West. Does that not impress you, Cleveland Buckeye? Come on. Good to see you, Cleveland Buckeye. Barkley mentioned at halftime he believes when Allen plays well, they're best. I saw that comment. I agree with Kenny and I agree with Shaq. I don't agree with that comment. I don't agree with them. I love Barkley. I love his opinions. It's just not who the Cavs are. Now, I understand why he loves Allen, and he wants Allen to do better. That's fine, but it's not who the Cavs are. Can't be mad at this loss. Agree with you, Tay, about that. Garland, so valuable on his team. Cleveland, calm down. Agree with you. Sad, frustrated, maybe only because of Boston. I agree with you about that. Jay Howe. I'll take LeVert, Waits, or Koros Struz over Porzingis. Actually, I would too, Tattoo Studio. Bernie's mom. Garland had a bad game. Let's move on. I agree with you. He actually played well, except for shooting. He just couldn't make anything. Couldn't throw in the Atlantic. I don't like the cup. I like the cup. It's actually all right. Porzingis isn't even that good. Should have started Ty over Sam. I don't agree with you. I thought Sam Merrill actually played good defense in this game, BKdo. I actually thought Sam held his own. I don't agree. At the end of the day, we learned that we can make Boston bleed. I agree with you. Alessi, hey, good to see you. I think bringing back Larry Nance. yeah, let's bring him back from Bath. It's all good, Colin. It's all good, buddy. Man, fuck Boston. I hate the Steelers, too. Me, too. I agree. I want revenge from the Steelers. So do I. Pittsburgh took out our best offensive player. That is reason enough why I want to beat them. I hope that McLaughlin news ain't real. If it is, Ohio State's national championship hopes are over. He's our best offensive lineman. We'll see what happens. It's a big injury if it's true. I agree with you, Tristan. Tatum gets away with murder. He does. He's a superstar. I'll say this. Tatum gets more calls than Mitchell, which is bullshit. I will say Atkinson's barking a lot, though, to try to get that reversed. If the Steelers win, we can blame Barney, of course. And they weren't even remorseful for Trump. No, they weren't, L.B. Brown's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like cocky about it. What's your least favorite song from Barney? I didn't even watch Barney. I blame Cavs Frog for anything. Resign Bieber. Oh, re-sign Bieber. I agree with you. And Boyd, I think Boyd's big. Agree about celebrating losses. Feels like that's what Stefanski went wrong in 2020 against the Ravens. I felt like they celebrated the loss way too much in Baker's first game 2019. That bothered me a lot. Ariana Stefanski, good to see you, Andy. D-Bag, good to see you. I'm leaning towards that way, but I got to see the season play out. Congratulations, Cleveland Guardians, GM of the year. That's true for Antonetti. Well-deserved. Celtics come to our house. I agree with Neil Schwartz. 2 flagrant on fouls by Boston's best players not called. That one on Tatum on Mitchell was definitely that. Shane leaving. He's staying on the West Coast. I don't think that's true, B. Cato. I think there's going to be a lot more talk about him coming back. Robert Beal, I don't care about the Steelers. It's the Browns all day. I agree with you, but I hate the Steelers. If we win, Coach... Again, the Steelers, what they did to Nick Chubb is enough to want to win that game. That was fucking awful what Fitzpatrick did. Dirty play. Ask Steelers fans. If we win Coach's Challenge, they should keep giving us challenges. Tyler Rizzi, I agree with you. They got to tighten up that rule. I live in Detroit, so... my frustration of being a Browns fan. I agree with you, Robert Beal. It is frustrating. If we beat Michigan and don't win the Big Ten or win national championship because of these injuries, day gone, Andy. Yes. Day has got to win these next 2 games. If he loses to Oregon in the Big Ten championship game, I think that's different. So probably still make the playoffs, but you got to win these next 2. I love Vrabel as our head coach. Colin, there's a lot of people who agree with you. I live in Michigan, but love Cleveland sports. There you go, Samard. Kevin's fired by Friday. B. Cato, I actually would circle a different date. I actually would circle the Bengals Thursday night game. I think that's the game Stefanski will get canned if they keep losing. I think they're going to keep him through for a little bit longer. But they have another Thursday night game against the Kitty Cats. I think that's the one. I was expected to see the Browns resign the Super Bowl. Oh, that's not happening. If Stefanski gets fired, who do you think the Browns are going to hire? Sounds like there's a lot of hot rumors, and I mean hot rumors with no legitimacy about Vrabel. Vrabel would be good hire. There's not anybody I love out there. I mean, Belichick would never come back here. Haslam's never put up with Belichick. At least I don't think. Will we put up with Belichick again? Probably not. I guess it's kind of Vrabel or bust, right? 6 coaches have been fired after a Pittsburgh game. B. Cato, it's a death march. Not saying you're crazy. I just don't agree with you. You're not wrong. That's usually where coaches go to die. Dan landing my pick. Can fans create enough pressure for Haslam to sell the team? No. Not anymore. Unless you stop going to games. Browns fans stop going to games. No to Bills as LB Browns. Belichick coming back to Cleveland would be interesting. I got one more. Coach. And this is going to probably piss off some people. It would change the narrative on Watson. If you were to hire Coach Prime from Colorado, who I think can coach. I like Coach Prime. That would change the whole Watson narrative. No one would be talking about Watson. Coach Prime time. Cleveland. Do we trust Barry to make top 5 pick? Not right now, no. I don't trust DePodesta or Barry. Toilet flush. I would toilet flush the front office. Barry's not a good guy. Toilet flush. How do you feel with the NFL draft next year? I really like Hunter. I like Shedeur Sanders. I like Milroe. Those players stand out to me. Hunter's really good from Colorado. Cam Ward makes me nervous. And everybody else is kind of like, I got to get some more into the draft. There hasn't been again, like Hunter stands out. Shedeur Sanders, Milroe stand out. Give me Hunter, give me Death. I agree with you. Why would Vrabel play here? I think he would play here because it's his hometown. He's an Akron kid. I think that's actually not a bad fit for Vrabel. Hire Coach Braun. Oh, I agree. So that's my point. Prime time. I want prime time in Cleveland. I kind of do. Again, no one would be talking about Watson, and that Watson situation would go away. It's Coach Prime. I have no problem punting that away. If Cullen gets fired, Mike Vrabel will be the next head coach. There's a lot of people that believe that. Wouldn't surprise me. No way we're getting Shedeur Sanders. We'll see. They're going to be drafting top 5. What do you think of the Browns trading Smith to the Lions? Made a lot of sense. I wish they could have gotten a higher draft pick, but made a lot of sense, to be honest with you, Preston. Because he's not coming back. He wasn't coming back next year. Hopefully Howard knows how to field high and low snaps. I hear you. Any thoughts of bringing Joe Thomas back to coach here? If he wants to come here, that'd be great. Can he coach? Does he want to coach? I think we need more first-round picks. So Cleveland Buckeye, it's always the case. I agree. I agree, Cotter. Garland has more of those shots. I did Coach Prime, too. I think it'd be nice. Dorsey, give him all the money. Bring him back. He's never coming back. That did not end well. I think you have a better chance of getting Belichick here. I do, too, Cleveland Buckeye. I think that or Hunter. Cavs go to 15-1. Back out tomorrow, though. Big week. Pelicans, those Pitt people, and then a breath, and then Hoosiers. And then more Cavs. Josh Cribbs, special teams coach, agree with you. Good luck against Steelers. I know you just... I hate them, Preston. Bad. Cavs have had a great start to the season. Let's keep it up against the Pelicans. Ohio State is screwed now without the center. I mean, Ohio State's had a lot of injuries to the offensive line, B. Cato. We'll see how much that means to the team next on Saturday. There's no way they try out Deshaun Watson again. I agree with you. Man, after hearing the injury news, my hopes are natty are gone. Well, Ohio State, guys, has a lot of top recruits. Let's see what they got. Wouldn't get too... I know it's a center. I know he's really good. Let's give the backup or give him a chance. I agree with you, Jason. I was just saying that. I mean, revenge game. I think they send Watson to contract Siberia and they pay him off and they tell him to sit there and enjoy your money. Who do you hate more in the Steelers, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields? I guess Wilson. I don't really hate Justin Fields, to be honest with you. Wilson bothers me. He played for the Broncos, too. Back at tomorrow. Cavs finally lose, but they played well. They didn't play well. They almost came back and won. They really came back and did a nice job. Mobley was great in the third quarter. Nice job by Mitchell late hitting some shots. Just didn't hit enough. Garland's a couple shots. I think they win. Good job by Porter. Good job by Niang in this game. There you go, B. Cato. Again, I've learned this about offensive line, especially in college. Guys, see what happens. College, it's a lot more fixable than the pros. I'm not just saying that, I'm being truthful. We should have picked up Justin Fields. Buckeye, they should have done a lot of things. I hate the Celtics too, Preston. See the Celtics back here on the first. Have a good night. Be back here tomorrow for Pelicans, Cavs. Good night, Sam.